Thank you, Master William.
What up, group? Got a little pickup today. I already opened it up just to make sure. But I put a picture up, I think about a week ago, and I actually got that shoe in. Can anybody guess before I open this box? Okay. Let's go ahead and open it up then. I told you, man, this OG shit is the real deal, baby. Look at that.
We could have fun eating a snow cone and walking down the beach.
Great. I on the beach.
It's a very, very delicate shoe. Very. Very, very delicate shoe. The Air Pressure from 1989. As you can see, the back is all gone. But I'm gonna find somebody to actually do all this for me. Let's close this up right quick so you can see the shoe down. You got the pump right here. It goes back here like this and pumps up. So this here is a dope ass shoe. Excuse my language though, but man, this is what I like, man. I like this here. You know, it's not a bad path, you know, to be, what, 25 years old, I guess, something like that. It's not a bad pair, but you know, that always gonna deteriorate over time because of the materials that they used back in the day for this. But man, this is it's a heavy shoe too, you know, very heavy. I love this shoe, man. I've been wanting this shoe for the longest. This is like a holy grail of mine because you don't see too many of these shoes floating out there, man. You know, like I say, you gotta be real delicate with this shoe because all this right here, it just crumples off. You know, you can see the crumbling right here on the box itself. I don't think it's from where I took it out, but it's just the fact that, you know, it just crumbles, you know. But to me, it's a dope shoe in my opinion. Love this shoe, man. It's not something I'm gonna wear, you know, because by being so old, you just don't wear it, man. It's just for, you know, collection purposes only. But to get somebody to, you know, redo this and possibly redo the sole, you know, it's gonna be a find. But I know somebody out there that does it because I seen a video of a guy actually doing this shoe. You know, he actually redid it. It's just the fact of me trying to go back out there and find that person again. I'm gonna move this shoe out the way, and we're gonna try to get this other shoe out of here. Now this one here has some little shrink wrap on it. Yeah, it's deteriorating right there if you can see it. Yeah, that's why it's on now. Like I said, man, it's one of the holy grails of mine. You can see that right there. You know. But man, I love this shoe. And see, even got the leftover residue from the backing here. You know, just in case somebody can actually use this to put this shoe back together, you know. Like I said, you know, this is a 89 shoe. They got pictures of Mark Jackson actually wearing this shoe, you know, when he played for the Knicks. He's actually got a basketball card that's that he's actually wearing these shoes in. You know, it might have not been in '89, but you know, this is one of those shoes that's rare, very rare, and I'm just glad I got this shoe. You know, let's see, make sure this pump works. Hold that thought right quick while I put this in. Yeah, it works. It just takes a little while, that's all. But it does work. Yeah, it does work. So, like I said, I'm very, very happy I got this shoe. Yeah, man. The Nike Air Pressure, 1989. This shoe retailed, if my book, a lot of people say 200, but I think it was 175 back in '89. That was like one of the highest, the more expensive basketball shoes you can buy back at that time. You know, but besides it being a designer shoe, but it, you know, here's a sneaker that people want on the court. So, granted, you know, they paid that much money for it. But man, like I said, I can find me somebody that can actually put this shoe back together. And I'm on the lookout for that box, that clear box. I think that's one of the dopest boxes, besides the '94 retro, Air Jordan retro boxes when they came out with the 1s, 2s, and the 3s. You know, those two boxes to me are like the dopest boxes, you know, ever in existence. That's just my opinion, you know. But I'm gonna try to find this box. It's a clear box with the strap. I want the clear box and the strap. If I can get the, you know, the instruction booklet with it, and the breakdown of the shoe booklet with it, brochure, whatever, man, that'll be, that's like nostalgia stuff for me, you know. I like to get stuff like that because stuff like this is hard to get. And when you do get it and you get it at a good price, you need to jump on it because, you know, a lot of people that's into sneakers, they don't buy the GRs anymore. They go back and try to get this OG retro, the OG stuff, because the retros is you know, like this leather. This leather competes, you know, can blow the water out of these new GRs, you know, today. So, my opinion, I love this shoe. You can see how high it is. It almost kind of reminds me of my Air Command Force I got. And, man, I'm glad I got this shoe. I'm glad I pulled the plug on it because I was kind of skeptical of getting it. You know, it's just, you know, if you want to get it. You can always find somebody to try to, you know, put it together and get it the way you want it, at least looking decent to the point where, you know, if you want to kind of like rock it one time, you can. But, you know, I think with a shoe like this, man, it's just hard to try to, you know, put it on because once you put it on, it might fall apart on you. So, I know this video been going on a little long, but it's just, and you know, when you look up air pressure on YouTube, a lot of people don't have that shoe on YouTube because it's like one of those rare shoes that, you know, that you just can't find. You know what I'm saying? You can do like Google searches on it and stuff like that, and there's like maybe 1 or 2 people on eBay selling it, or Kicksfire, or it ain't really nobody selling them on Nike Talk, or, you know, you rarely find this shoe, especially with the clear box, the strap that goes with it, the instruction booklet and brochure that comes with it. I think it came with a hang tag too. I'm not sure, but I think it came with a Nike hang tag. But like I said, this video kind of went on a little long. I didn't even break down the shoe. I'm just kind of like at all right now with this shoe because I actually got it in front of me, present. I didn't think I was gonna ever see this shoe in person, you know. And I'm of that age to where, you know, I grew up in that was like my heyday, you know, the mid 80s up until the you know, the early 90s, you know. That was like when, to me, that was the popularity of sneakers was growing and growing, and to me that was probably like one of the dopest eras of sneaker designs. through all the brands that was out there, you got, Reebok had some classics, Adidas had some classics, even Nike and Jordan had some classics. Saucony had classics, or Spot Built. It's so many, of classics that came out in that era, man. I just wish I can go back in time and just grab everything and just bring it to the present time and show these kids or these new sneakerheads supposedly how this is supposed to be. And this is one representation of how the OG stuff is. If you can go back and get an OG sneaker, man, look at the Nike. I mean, the Nike is even leather, man. It's just, when it's wrinkled like that, let me try to zoom in. When it's wrinkled like that, you got some good ass leather, And am I gonna do anything to this shoe? Nope. I'm find me a clear box and I'm gonna display it. That's it. Until I find somebody to actually, restore this shoe back to close to, factories I could get it. But if I don't find anybody, it's just gonna sit as a collector's piece. If I go to sneaker shows, it's gonna be like one of the centerpieces that I have. So, like I said, this is a dope pickup for me. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I pulled the plug. It's not even sole separation on this shoe. That's what's crazy about it. I mean, you got cracking down here, but that's gonna be with the shoe, Well, it's a little sole separation. Up here is still good, but like I said, the leather's soft. It don't get no better than that. Air pressure, man. They retroed this shoe somewhat. They call it the Air PR1. It didn't have the pump technology on the back, but it was a silhouette somewhat to this similar style. And then it had like the Jordan 3, the Air Revolution midsole and outsole. So they came close to making this shoe, but that shoe just don't stand up to this shoe right here. It did have the removable strap like this here. It wasn't in a clear box, but all in all, I'm kind of glad I got this shoe. So I think I went on about this shoe long enough. So I'm glad I got it. Thanks for watching. Yeah.